Cougars in the all-black with royal trim, and we are underway as Furtick. Henry Congdon, huge three-pointer down the stretch for BYU. First shot for Delaney Gibb is smooth from the corner, 3-0.
Good patience by BYU, and when they're not pushing the ball, that's what they have to do in the half-court set. Really get some good ball movement, as we saw the freshman Gibb running underneath and finding an open spot on the baseline.
Peterson, Melema will drive left hand up and in. Melema, the senior from Linden, Washington. She is a stat stuffer, had one of all the 5 major stats, 2 of 4 of those categories. As Whiting goes baseline, throws it up and in. That's a fun matchup. Melema and Whiting today at the point.
They're both taking advantage of their ability to get to the rim and finish at the rim. There's so much commotion on that opposite side, so you catch the defense off guard. The help was not there in both possessions.
And then blocked by Calvert. You mentioned, Kristen, her prowess in that department. Help side defense there as she gets the block on Tess Barnes out of Australia.
Calvert back to her natural position at that 5 spot. She played more of the 4 with Lauren Gustin, who graduated, but much more comfortable at the 5, and she really has that ability to play inside out on the offensive side. She's the best perimeter big shooter.
Furtick gets it deep, takes the dribble, goes up and in for the basket. Furtick, a problem down low for most teams. That's Colorado, 18 points in the opener. Gibb quickly to the rim and off the glass.
And there you see that quick pace that BYU wants to play with. They don't want to allow the defense to set up for Wyoming. They want
and contend in the Mountain West are Wyoming this season.
With all the experience they bring back, they're really going to have a good shot at winning the league. As you see a beautiful mid-range pull-up. The length disruptive Tess Barnes, 6'2" senior.
Nice pass up and in on the layup for Melina Peterson from Denmark.
And you can just see the composure, right? This Wyoming team is not going to get rattled. They return all 5 starters, very experienced, couple seniors, and really led by Furtick inside, who anchors them on both sides of the court.
They're trying to work around. Will be screen from Calvert. Calvert is good from 3. You see the 3-pointer from Emma Calvert.
Quick pass. As soon as you get that.
Early Linen brought it up. Peterson. 3-point shot from Barnes is good. That was deep too. It was not in her pocket, maybe because she was out a little farther. First 3 attempted and made for Wyoming.
Well, Barnes is the top returning 3-point shooter from a season ago, made 60 on the outside, shot about 35%. BYU has to know where she's at.
Davenport on the roll to Hampson. Gets underneath, uses the rim to shield off Furtick and gets the layup. Heather Hampson.
Already early in the season. I mean, this is our 2nd game in. We are seeing her evolve. She played 17 minutes against Idaho, was solid in there. Good minutes, especially late in the game. And there's Barnes again. She's been phenomenal. 6'2" senior is finding her spot. Career 3-point shots. She's a 2-year starter, a 4-year player at Wyoming. Hot to start. Wyoming 5 for 10 to start this game. BYU 6 for 10, and each have a pair of 3s apiece.
This time they find Barnes on the skip, 3 for 3.
On that to get it there in time. You see Davenport closing out. That's a pretty good closeout.
3 ball deep and good. Ustowska, Ola Ustowska from Poland.
She was solid with those 8 rebounds in that game against Idaho, especially with the loss of Lauren Gustin. Who's going to kind of fill some of those shoes of the role of Lauren Gustin? You can't do it all with one player.
Another 3 for Wyoming. Ola Ustowska from distance. Lauren Gustin, as you mentioned, the all-time leading rebounder in BYU history. Calvert quickly up and in, and right now Calvert outscoring Furtick. 23-16 Cowgirls, up 7 here in the second.
Emma Calvert had it 8 and 5 quick in the first quarter against Idaho, but then got into foul trouble. And this is where she needs to be very cautious of her importance on the floor.
Nice turn up and in, and 1.
Good control from Peterson. And you see the patience, just Wyoming, so patient. And part of this is because of the experience.
28-21, Wyoming up by a touchdown. BYU and Wyoming did meet up in football. BYU won that game in Laramie in September, which feels like it was 8 years ago. Up and under for Barnes, her first 2-pointer of the game. She's got a game-high 11.
And Barnes getting it done on the outside, on the inside. She's very tough to defend because you have to respect her range, but she can put it on the floor and get there. And the second time we've seen Kembry Martin with the reverse, utilizing that rim so she doesn't get blocked and finishing on the opposite side.
She's got 6 to lead BYU now. And another 3-pointer. That's 6 for 10. Timeout BYU. as Peterson nails it.
That
Yes,
was
they
the
were,
worst part.
unfortunately.
That was the worst part because we were hoping for that.
At Joe's. Yeah. Free ball again for Wyoming. Make it 7 in the first half. Melina Peterson.
We're being in the game. Tess Barnes is waiting to come into the game. Maddie Simmons is in the game.
Interesting.
So maybe the wrong number or something right now. As you see a big three.
First 3 possessions of the second, they knocked down triples.
At Wyoming.
Not bad. In fact, good. Gibb drives. Hudgens ready to shoot. Sidewinder rotation off the hand, but it. Gibb. Nice move. Lost the handle for a sec. Calvert! 3 threes in a row for the Cougars. And this game is a 5-pointer.
Advantage BYU with Calvert and Hudgens at that 4 and 5 spot. And there's that screen again. What's that? The third time, I think. That is on Lauren Davenport. Davenport is not being loud enough and letting Amari Whiting know you got a screen coming.
My shoulders hurt watching Gibb and Whiting just get crushed on those screens. Hudgens on the steal to Whiting. Up and in, BYU, what a start.
The advantage with Calvert and Hudgens, very capable three-point shooters. We've seen 2 from Calvert early.
Deflected by Fertig on the turnover. Then Whiting steals it. To go right at Barnes. Barnes with the block. Hudgens follows it up, and we are tied at 43.
Excellent defensive prowess by Amari Whiting, but then Hudgens just stay with it. Not just assume that she's going to make it. Stay there with the follow. BYU needed that energy play.
The Rock, BYU student section, row the Cougars getting into it. Gibb with the steal. Gibb looked like she wanted the 3 for a sec. She's got space. Davenport backs up for the triple, and it's good. And BYU leads for the first time since 6:18 into the first quarter. A 19-3 run out of halftime.
The Cougars 4 for 4 for distance in this half alone, and that is where it has come and where they have chipped away at that lead.
12 of those 19 points. Fertig gets off the left shoulder and the block by Hampson. 5 from 3. Davenport gave BYU the lead, and the Cougars were down 13 just a blink of an eye ago. Now they're up 8. No bone-crushing picks inside of the oval Y. Peterson inside, throws it up. Batted by Hudgens, and BYU comes down with it. Wyoming 0 for 7 to start the second half. Hudgens, quick trigger, yeah! Cannon goes down.
She's limping. She may have rolled that ankle.
Corner 3 is good. Cambry Barber, after trailing by 13 8 minutes ago. Barnes, almost a no-look 3 there, quick trigger. That's one-handed rebound by Fertig, up and in, and 1. Maybe didn't get teed up there. She was pretty aggressively asking the question as Fertig gets it to go.
Well, I think she felt like
Looking inside, this is Simmons into Fertig. Fertig with a 15-15 tonight. Deep from Mellema, they needed that one. Wyoming gets a 3-pointer. They were 0 of 7 in the third from distance. They were 7 of 14 in the first half.
Yeah, they shot so well in the first half. Well, the game plan for BYU is to take away the inside game, but the adjustment in the second half was the 3-pointers. You see a block inside.
Mellema. And to create on Davenport. Throws it up with the left hand and in. Mellema with the bucket. Now Wyoming has this thing down to 7.
I like Gibb at the point. I mean, she just has an incredible feel about her game. And there you see right there, setting up Emma Calvert on the lob. Good footwork by Calvert for the seal.
Calvert with 13, Fertig with 15. Talked about that battle, combined 28 from the centers. 7 minutes to go, Cougars by 9. In the 73rd meeting all time between these two teams. Fertig battling with Calvert, who does not want to pick up a 4th. Hudgens driving with Stauska, missed, but the ball gets batted back. Didn't touch the rim, so they got to get it up. No good from Uli Leinen. 7 international players, by the way, for Wyoming. Gibb, with a hand in her face. High for Gibb with Calvert. Peterson. Barnes, open.
Wide open.
She has not made a 3 since the first quarter, where she made 3. Gibb chucks it. Oh, from the corner! Hey.
Second one after she knocked down one up top.
Uli Leinen trying to match, does not. BYU trying to extend the 13-point advantage. Hudgens.
BYU was just 2 for 6 from distance in the first half.
Oh,
she wanted it,
there.
right? They are 8 for 10 from distance in the second.
Gibb, high off the window and in. BYU 41.
BYU's done a much better job, yes, offensively, but defensively, locking in, making sure they're communicating on switches. Great drive right there in attack.
Whiting milks some clock here. Resets the offense. Comes around the Calvert pick. Hudgens, again quick to shoot. And again, nails it from 3. 9 for 11 are the Cougars from 3 this half. Amazing shooting.
Such a high arcing shot when you watch Mariah Hudgens release on that. Quick trigger, man. BYU shooting lights out from distance here in the second half.
They made 2 in the first half. We have 16. Furtick, patient, missed it. Another rebound. Goes up, lays it in. Hudgens making her third 3. She's 3 for 3. And that is high. That is above.
The big reason why you've seen some of these other players on the bench, the freshmen coming in for Coach Whiting.
Okay. 3 ball is good from Peterson. Figure game. The minute and change left.
You see that extended pressure. BYU getting beat, though, on that aggressive drive and rim.
Heather, Ezel's team's 0-2, but they are a good team. We'll keep an eye on them in the Mountain West Conference this year as BYU wins at 76-63 after trailing by 13 at halftime.